Hi, this is Jerry Coviello, fly tying field editor for Fly Fishers Magazine, on how to tie the foam damselfly. Here are the materials needed to tie this fly. I was at a fly show and I saw these Jason Sweden detached body pins and wanted to give them a try. I'm going to use 2mm blue foam. It's thin foam. I'm going to measure 1/16 of an inch, and then I'm going to cut it in using a paper cutter to get the right length and width that I would like. Now I'm going to insert Jason Sweden's detached body pin. Their package comes with 3 of these, but I'm going to use the medium one. I'm going to put my thread into the spring, and then I'm going to tie it right at the tip. Now I'm going to take the extended body, the detached body. I'm going to put the left and right side on each side of the pin, folding it over the pin, and I want to tie the foam right at the tip of the pin. So now I'll put a couple of wraps right at the tip. What I want to do next is to slide the thread inside between the 2 foam pieces so that you do not see the thread going down on top of the foam. It's going to be inside the foam, and I'm going to tie another segment. I'm going to do this for about 5 or 6 times, going down the pin, and tie multiple segments. And by doing this, you'll never see the thread cross over the foam. If you don't have Jason's detached body pin, you can use a regular straight pin. What I like about this tool is when I tied the thread on the spring to the tip of the tool, I can pull that thread once I'm done, and it'll help curve that body. Another use, instead of just dragonflies or damselflies, this tool can even be used for grasshoppers or even extended body mayflies. Now we're going to whip finish the detached body, then cut our thread off after I put the whip finish in, cut the thread, and now I'm going to pull the detached body off the pin. And I'm going to roll it between my fingers, my thumb and index fingers, and that'll round it up just a bit before I go and take the pin out of the vise, and I'm going to add a size 4 dry fly hook. Okay, we'll tie the thread on, and we'll bring the thread to the bend of the hook. Now we'll take our detached body and we're going to tie it at the bend of the hook. Now, the thread that's in the middle, I'm going to pull it, and as you can see, it kind of puts the tail. I can bend it at I can bend that tail any way I want. So now I'll just take the thread, pull it just a bit. Now I'm going to secure the detached body on the hook. A couple of nice tight wraps. Make sure that it's nice and even. Finish securing it. I'm going to cut that thread off right now. Right after I secure this on one more time. Cut the thread. Then I'm going to trim the foam that is on both sides of the hook, the far and the near side of the hook. And now I'll take my tying thread and I'll really bind the detached body to the hook. Now I will take thread and I will bring it to a little bit towards the eye of the hook. I'll leave a eye length space open, and I will cut a thicker piece of the 2mm foam. So this will be the body, the overbody, and also will form the head of the Damselfly. So I'm going to really secure that into place and then bring the thread to the bend of the hook. Now I'm going to take a grizzly hackle feather and I'm going to tie that at the bend of the hook, and also I'm going to really secure the stem where I've trimmed all the hackle fibers off. This hackle is going to be used as the legs of the Damselfly. Now I'm bringing my thread to the midsection of the hook, and I'm taking some ultra hair clear, and I'm going to tie that in the midsection using figure 8 wraps. Now I'm going to take the wings and I'm going to trim them to size. Now I'm going to take the tying thread and I'm going to go back to the bend of the hook, where I will tie in about 6 or 8 fibers of peacock herl. This will be the body of the Damselfly. I will just twist it, make a rope, and then I will, as I'm going forward, I will then, when I get to the wing, I will figure 8 it over the wing, and then go get over to about the eye and tie the peacock herl off. Now I'll take the grizzly hackle and I'm just going to palmer ribbit through the body to help create legs for the Damselfly. Now I'll take the overbody, just pull it over the top, and put a couple of wraps in, secure it in place. And then once I have this secured, I will pull it back over to form the head, and now put a couple of more wraps to really tie that in. That'll give it the eyes and a head look to it. And then I'll trim the foam in place, add a few more wraps, and then what I'll do is I'll whip finish it right underneath the head of the damselfly. Now we're ready to go. As you can see, it gives a nice silhouette of a dragon or damselfly, and this will float high on top of the water.